Okay, I am back. That's right, the American curmudgeon himself. Welcome, welcome. What an idiot! Welcome to the American Curmudgeon channel. And you know what? It's Friday. You know what that means? Is it Friday? No, it's something else. We got a brand new format. Things are happening. Let me just fix this. Let me just fix this. Oh God, that looks a little bit off. All right, we got Bill. We got Billy over here. We got WRAF 101 over here. Oh, God damn it. I forgot to push play. All right. So let me just make sure everything's working. I've been away for a while, reconfigured the entire uh channel. Make I sound good, I look good. It's amazing. Sauce talk, reggae. Let's get lost in the sauce. Yeah.
Sauce Talk, hey!
We're getting lost in the sauce here. It's Friday night here in lovely southern Michigan. The American curmudgeon. I'm here. I'm well, you're just going to have to get used to it. There's going to be a lot of things we're going to go over. We're going to be talking about hot sauce. We're going to be talking about music. We're going to be talking about movies, decentralized media, just like, hey, you remember the old FBI logo in the back when you're trying to enjoy your video? Now, some of you youngins out there, which I don't think there's anybody young watching my fucking channel. I think it's a bunch of old people who are like, yeah, I remember when Motley Crue, they wore makeup. Well, I do too. I saw them back in 1984 at the Fox Theater in Detroit, Michigan. Speaking of Detroit, let's have a drink. I'm having my second of my favorite beer, which is Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Oh, Billy. Oh. So I'm pretty much drinking out of my fridge tonight. I'm trying to blow out my inventory, as it were. Plus, it is colder than a witch's boob outside. And let me tell you, right now in southern Michigan, we're talking about a low of, I would probably say 23. I haven't looked yet. Let me see what we're looking at right now. Oh, no, no, no. Right here in lovely southern Michigan, people, it is a balmy and warm 19 degrees. What's it in Chicago? Let me see. It's got to be not 24 degrees in Chicago. It's colder here than it is in Chicago. That's usually not the case in Cleveland, which I will be probably taking a road trip with my wife to Cleveland pretty soon. And I'm going to visit this hot dog cart called Glizzy's. And their wieners are like this big. And I look at it and I go, God, I miss Jack. So I'm just going to, make a little itinerary because I'm going to be doing a little bit, not a whole lot of traveling, mostly just, you know, I don't like being on planes. I hate flying, hate airports. I hate being smashed together like an animal in an animal crackers box. But I got no problem with driving, and I love the animals, stupid, and I love driving. Let's get into a little bit of a local favorite. They keep talking about Detroit style pizza. Well, here's the skinny on that. They're like, yeah, Detroit style pizza. It's like crispy on the edges. It's made in like this like pan that was used for car parts back in the day. It's a very regional hit. I've lived here for 56 years. They only started using the term Detroit style about 7 minutes ago. Okay, so that's an invented term for Buddy's, Cloverleaf, and Louis Pizza to go up against New York style and Chicago style. But I digress. Sort of like another part of the Big Four is Green Lantern. And we got a little bit of Green Lantern, and I reheated one of these guys, and this is authentic Detroit style pizza right here. Now I'm going to be doing a Get in My Belly episode pretty soon where I either go to Buddy's or what I'd really like to do is go to Louie's in Hazel Park, Michigan. And dude, it's no joke. It is so good. So let's go for there's going to be crunch here because a big thing about Detroit style pizza is you have a crunchy undercarriage and the sides are nice and crispy. So let's go for it. Here we go. Dude. So my wife and I had Green Lantern pizza. Was it 2 nights ago? And she just goes, yeah. She's upstairs, and she goes, "Are you What did you have for dinner?" And I'm like, "I already had dinner, but you know what? If you're buying and you're flying, then I'm eating." So she got a large of Green Lantern, and I'm going to be completely transparent. Somebody picked off the pepperonis off this very last piece. So I had to kind of improvise and put regular pepperonis from like Hormel or whatever. Their pepperonis are like they become like little pools, like little hats, really crispy on the edges. So this isn't the best representation of a Green Lantern Detroit style pizza. But with the crispy edges and that being a corner piece, if you're into deep dish pizza and you're into crunchy edges where you know, the where that, the cheese burned, that's it. Like, you know, that's like I'm not pulling any punches. The pepperonis isn't really the thing, which is a bummer because that's my favorite. My favorite toppings that I gotta have is pepperoni and green pepper on any pizza. Any pizza. But I had a friend of mine who bought some of my sauce. Yes, he supported me, and he told me, "Dude, you have you tried your golden fire on pizza?" I'm like, "I actually haven't." He goes, "You got to do it." So this is for pizza people out there that like to put hot sauce on their pizza, but there are a lot of people out there that like to have pineapple on their pizza. This is like killing two birds with one rock, okay? Because my golden fire hot sauce is pineapple mango habanero. So you get the hot and the tangy. So let's just put some of that there on. This doesn't, you don't want to spill too much. And as you can see, there you go. Let's go in and try Golden Fire hot sauce on Detroit style pizza. Here we go. Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, I'm going to go for another one. Now, when you buy my hot sauce, which for right now you can't, I'll go into it later. Right now, I took everything down. My web store will be fully operational on my website to purchase my sauce this summer. So just hold on to your beans. It's coming. But for this Golden Fire, this is the perfect testing ground for how it gels perfectly with pizza. So as you can see, here you go. Again, look at that. Mm? Let's go in a second time. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Dude, 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 dude. One more. Two Good Turns deserves another. And this time, the corner piece with all of the charred um, edges with the crispy edge. Dude, this is it. This is it right there. American Curmudgeon hot sauce on local, legendary Detroit style pizza. A third go around going in. Mm. Amazing. Amazing. It's a great combination. I'm going to be having Get in My Belly videos demonstrating different things from my hot sauce and other people's hot sauce, but mostly mine, um, on different things. And I can tell you, I did not have, like, I didn't think that hot sauce, because I'm not really one of those kind of people that like heat so much with my savory. Um, like obviously a stir fry and stuff like that, but like, like I don't put hot sauce on my conies. I have friends that definitely do. I'm not one of those people, but I might turn into one. Oh, really? Okay. Mm. 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 This is a perfect amount of food to eat, and I'm going to make it a point to feature a different thing to eat every time I do a live stream. But I don't want to get too full because I want to have some drinks. I don't want to catch a buzz. So the last little bit, this is the crispiness right here. Okay. I love it. God, I love it. Okay. Can we hear it at all? Probably not. Here we go. Mm. Mm. I'm a savage, dude. Dude, I can eat pizza. I was telling my brother this the other day. My two biggest weaknesses: muscular naked men. No, my two biggest weaknesses, it's pizza and pasta. I will eat the living hell out of either one of them. Mm. I'll eat till I puke. I will eat them until I have to go to the hospital. Mm. There's no off switch. Obviously, I get full. But, dude, years ago, when I was still young enough to have roommates, I lived with this dude, and I was eating spaghetti in front of him, as I normally do. Green Lantern. There you go. It's a local favorite. If you ever find yourself in the Detroit area, go to Green Lantern. It's a bit pricey, but it's good. At any rate, so he's like sitting here just watching me eat. I'm in hog heaven over there, just going blah, blah, blah. And he goes, dude, like the watching you eat makes me like sick. It's awesome. Yeah, right. Okay, there you go. Golden Fire. Perfect. So yeah, my website, which is theamericancurmudgeon.com. I don't need to, I'm not selling anything here, but I will this summer. So just hold on to your trousers because I will be in business. Right now, I am going to take classes to get my acidified foods certificate. The reason why I have to get all this legal mumbo jumbo out of the way and get all these certifications and licenses is because I'm going to be doing the farmers market circuit here in Metro Detroit and some like up north. And I'm just going to be all over the place. Every single weekend, I'm going to be out selling my product right straight face to face with the public. And I'm going to have a tremendous, like, I'm going to look the part. I'm going to have a huge banner. It's going to be American Curmudgeon hot sauce, the American flag. It's going to be insane. I'm going to have a testing station. I might even have a grill, but be grilling like some chicken and just like letting people eat it for free. Obviously we're talking grade Z chicken, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be selling it. And I'm going to have a like jam box just like this one. And I'm going to be just playing some Freedom Rock. Turn it up, play some Freedom Rock, And I have a American Curmudgeon song list that I'm working on, which I'll be talking about tonight also. So that is there is so much stuff happening. It's sickening. So let me just get ready to have another swig of my summer. Okay, so in the chat we got Saucemaster 9000. Hey, we got Al Davis. Sauce Talk. I am the sauce. I am the sauce. I am money. I love crispy pizza with a jalapeno. And I take shots of the sauce that I make. It's the best. Huge and amazing. It's more of a ropey sauce. Kind of ends up on your tummy. Nick Papa Lapa 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 says Jack Sauce. Okay. Well, the thing is that, I'm gonna be really out there face to face with John Q. Public. And just want to have all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. And I'm going to be shaking babies and kissing hands. It's going to be a whole thing. So I can't wait. So I just did a Zoom call today, a Zoom seminar today to learn how to calculate prices for retail and wholesale. So, a little bit inside baseball shit going on, which I'm really excited about. And they had it to where you download an Excel spreadsheet and it's got all the formulas already embedded inside, and you just fill it in with your info. But I already know the retail price that I want to sell it at. But then I got to figure out what to sell it to actual stores for. So I also have some classes I'm going to be taking next month, and you'll probably, I'll tell you all about those. I might even do some on location get in my belly, because I got to drive out to East Lansing, which is, if you know anything about Michigan, that's where all the college kids are. Okay, in Lansing. So it's about an hour and a half out, hour and a half each way. They had a thing where you can pay a group rate and you can stay in a hotel out there, probably some stupid Best Western with a continental breakfast, which is a piece of burnt toast and some old, sitting around cold coffee and some rotted orange juice. I chose not to do that. For $95 a month, no, $95 a night rather, it's going to be like $400 to stay out there. Well, that's stupid. And I can just go to Costco and fill my tank up, and it'll probably, cost me like $40-50 to drive out there every day. Don't screw with the bean, huh? You'll meet the freebie. So that's going to be a lot of work, but because I'm going to be learning, all the ins and outs of acidified foods and getting my certification. Okay, so enough of that boring shit. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Oh, by the way, right now behind me, if you haven't already figured out, I am watching Gremlins 2. Easily the better of the two movies. There's Gremlins 1. This is Gremlins 2. Gremlins 1, I wouldn't say it's a serious movie. Gremlins 2 is a psycho roller coaster ride into stupidity, and I love it. I think it came out in 1990. I saw that shit at the theater, and it's a movie that makes fun of itself. It's the same dude who wrote and directed the first one. His name is Joe Dante. And it was like, he did the first one, then he turned around and he kind of made fun of the first movie. And it's absolute, like, just gags the whole way through and cameos. And there's even a Slayer song in there. What? Now, this brings me to another controversial point in terms of movies. Now, I like when movies kind of play the meta game where they reference their own selves. It's like, and I also like the punk rock aspect of pulling a Malcolm McLaren, and you do something, then you turn around and you crap all over the thing that you did before. It's very much a create the spectacle, destroy the spectacle, very much a punk rock thing, at least for him. Now you got Joker, right? That came out what, 5-6 years ago? Joaquin, how do you say his name? Joaquin, Jacques, Joaquin Phoenix, whatever, plays Joker. I did not like that movie. I wasn't offended by it. I just thought it was not original at all. And I don't really understand, other than the fact that he put a little bit of makeup on his face, what did it have to do with the Joker? The movie was pretty much a retelling of two Martin Scorsese movies, King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. Both movies I love. So Todd Phillips, the guy who directed Joker, did a sequel called Joker 2 yeah, something like that. And apparently that movie sucks. It got horrible reviews, tanked at the box office. He spent like $250 million to make this like big FU to his audience that loved the first one, because the first one is a huge hit. Again, I didn't care for the first one, so I don't have a foot in this race. Okay, but all the people that love that movie, and I tend to watch a lot of YouTube nerds talking about movies, and they were like, Joker 2's horrible. Oh, God. And I'm like, I don't know. I thought the first one was stupid too. I have this weird feeling that I might like the second one. I might like the fuck off anarchy, let's shit all over our first creation aspect of it. Punk rock, as I just said, Although my feeling is that everything punk rock now is lame and boring, but that's a whole nother show. But as far as like doing something that's against the grain that you wouldn't normally do or see, I'm going to give Joker 2 a whirl, see what it's all about. Because like I said, I love animals, stupid. I love Gremlins too. So, all right, let me just check something really quick. What did I do? Not gonna work here anymore. I actually had a few talking points that I was going to go over. On this sauce talk, party time, excellent. Okay, so it is February 14th. It is Valentine's Day. And keeping with Valentine's Day, my wife got me a Valentine's Day card. Here we go. This is keeping totally on brand. And one of the many reasons I think I married the right chick. Hey, hot stuff. It's a hot sauce drawing. Got it? Hey, hot stuff. You make everything even better. Love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
This is a waste of time.
I know. Sack sauce, jack sauce, get in the sauce. So that was fun. And also, let's get into garden report, shall we? Okay, here we go. No. Yeah.
You're gonna plant some food in your garden now. But don't be caught with your pants down, brother, with no food. Yeah.
What's the garden report? I don't have a garden. It's too cold. It's 19 degrees right now. It is a winter wonderland. It is hell on earth outside. I have rat problems. I have set rat traps outside. I have not been in my garage in a while because there was nothing but rat pebbles everywhere, and it smelled very bad. Now, if I was to go out there right now, Would I find some like frozen rat carcasses? I don't think so, because I think they've already put the word out to their rodent friends to avoid my little rat traps, because I put peanut butter in there. So I got to deal with that stuff. And I also have to deal with making a brand new garden. And I should have planted little bulbs to have garlic coming up. And I kind of dropped the ball on that. I could probably do it. So very soon, I will have an indoor garden report for you sauce talkers out there, so we can discuss growing your seeds, little seedlings, little seedlings indoors. And I got some stuff in the back there. I'm going to do some habaneros, mostly, if not like the most important thing that I want to be growing for my hot sauce is going to be peppers, specifically jalapenos and habaneros. And I'll probably do some other stuff because I got a few more research and development ideas for brand new flavors, because I want to do short runs. I want to churn them and burn them. I don't want to be sitting a lot of inventory. That's another thing that was kind of like, when I was watching this Zoom seminar today, it was talking about, you have to make sure you don't lose any money. You don't lose any money. You got to have it be kind of competitive. You can't sell a $15 5-ounce bottle of hot sauce. That's not going to work. We're getting raped enough going to McDonald's, and believe me, I have an addiction with fast food that is stupid. I'm not proud of it at all. But fast food is so expensive, and I just think it's smarter in the long run to have a competitive price. My price is $10 per bottle. It's organic. It's local. It's got so few ingredients, it's practically health food. If you have a herpes sore right now, right here, my Golden Fire hot sauce will get rid of that pronto. I don't know if it actually will, but that's what I'm saying, So, or it'll at least put you in so much pain because it'll burn the sore that it'll make you forget about your troubles because you'll be in so much pain. You'll be like, so, I don't know. I'm just sort of like thinking in the long run, I'd much rather just be selling stuff and not like nickel and diming every stupid thing, because dude, eggs are now very expensive. And I went to a local diner the other day here in Ferndale, Michigan. And as I was walking into the place, it had a sign in the front said, with the rising egg costs, all of our egg meals it's going to be added $1 to all of them. So right off the rip, I'm looking at the menu, and your average price for all the omelets, $14. You know what, man? What? $14 for eggs and a little sprinkling of, it's just like, and I had sausage gravy and a coffee. So it was a kind of like a Western omelet, but instead of ham, it was sausage links that were cut into little pieces. Sausage gravy, which is just that sack sauce, right? And it's just like, dude, between that and a tip, $22. Are you effing kidding me?
This is a waste of time!
Oh my God. Sauce talk, cool topics, and hot sauces. Bomb, bomb. Dolphin milk hot sauce is the new craze. Whoppers are $10 now. I know. I mean, like, it used to be that was the way that you fed your family for, I mean, I remember back in the day, I want to say like early 90s. The in joke was, see if you could spend $10 at Taco Bell. Now it's like, dude, see if you can't like lose your ass at Taco Bell. And you get 2 tacos and the lamest, like, everything at Taco Bell sucks, you know? And it's just, there's shrinkflation. It's a thing. I've noticed it. Big Mac, you can hold it in your hand, no problem. And I gotta tell you, what really sucks is I wish, just like smoking, I wish I would have never have been exposed to the black demon. I wish I would have never have fallen in love and, got addicted to what the dealer is selling. Because my latest obsession right now is I want to try a double quarter pounder with cheese deluxe. That's a hefty sandwich. That sandwich is just mongo. But I'm willing to bet that it's going to be like 12 bucks. I mean, give me a fucking what? My God, dude, I remember living in Hazel Park on the street called Woodward Heights in a tiny little apartment. I had a decent job, but I had it wasn't even a one bedroom. It was a studio apartment. Truth be told, there are times that I kind of wish I fucking still lived there, but that's a whole other program. But, it was just like a rectangle with 3 windows on one side, 3 windows on the other. And there is down the street on the street called John R. This place called Hardee's. Now you're probably like going, I remember Hardee's. I know you remember Hardee's. There's about 3 of them left in the U.S. Back in the 90s, they had a thing called, it wasn't the Big Deluxe. It might have just been called the Hardee's Deluxe or whatever. But the awesome things about it was that all the toppings, which would have been the pickles and not the mustard, but like the pickles and the lettuce were in, and the onions too, were in this little styrofoam container. And then you added that onto, and the it was a pretty good size, probably about maybe about a half inch of a patty. Dude, this thing rocked. How much did it cost? $2.50? But then again, it was 1992. You know what I'm saying? I mean, put it this way. White Castles were still like 55 cents. Like White Castle was definitely still affordable. And I remember Hardee's. This is, I'd say, 2006, 2007. So not quite 20 years, but almost 20 years ago. And I remember going to Hardee's and they had a $6 hamburger. In fact, if I remember correctly, they called it the $6 hamburger. And I was like, who the hell is who's gonna pay $6? This hamburger better do the dishes and give me a reach around. You know what I'm saying? But then it ended up tasting amazing, but it was still like $6. I'm saying, I'm eating it. $6, it's like $6 is a bargain now. And I still don't feel like anybody makes any money. What the hell? We are all brainwashed. So, you know what? I came up with a what I felt like was a fair price for my hot sauce, for the amount of time and labor and the ingredients goes into mine, and it's probably going to stay that way for a long time. So, I think, if some people get sticker shock paying $10 for a fucking $5 ounce or five ounce bottle of hot sauce, then I'll be like, then go buy Frank's. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, it is what it is, but it's not going to go, I'm not going to have it go higher than that. There's another company around here called like Detroit, blah, 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 like Detroit something sauce. And their shit is even smaller. It's like 3.54 ounces of sauce. And they charge like $15. I'm like, dude, is it gonna is it going to make me feel fulfilled sexually? What are we really talking about here? $15 plus shipping? My God, whatever. It's tough racket out there. Let's get into some local news. I have some news to talk about my, of course, hot sauce. Let's get into it.
local news.
All right. So I bought some stuff for my cooking and for my research and development, and I bought a double boiler. What is a double boiler? It is one big deep pot that you put the water in, and then you put the actual thing that you're going to be cooking into the second one. That way you don't scorch your sauce. You don't burn your sauce because you're indirectly heating it. I had no idea this even, like, that's the power of YouTube. You watch enough YouTube instructional videos of stuff. This guy's like, well, I got myself a double boiler and don't have to scorch my sauce. And I'm like, what? A story. So bought this. This little Jabadoo cost me about $72. Was it worth it? I think so. It's definitely going to work out. Plus, I got some fitted gloves. Everything's over there. I should have brought it over here. Whatever. And I got a liquid thermometer. So, there's just certain things you got. It's a probe, okay? And so, I had some bullshit gloves that did not fit whatsoever. And this little guy right here, look at that. Perfect for grabbing things. And then where is well, at any rate, so those were all solid purchases, and it's just, like I said, just good for research and development. And then I had this look on my face. All right, so American curmudgeon submarine sauce. It's a bunch of semen in it too. You see, man? See these nuts? Mexican melts are still the bomb. I don't think I've ever had one. I had a bean burrito last week. It was tiny and it tasted like drywall. I saw you did a volcano taco video this week. I ordered one and they said it's been gone for 2 years. What gives? I know. I posted the same video on TikTok. What I was trying to do is just keep momentum going on this channel, because the thing about YouTube, you gotta feed the algorithm. That's just what it is, Hi, algorithm, algorithm. Here you go. So that was an old video. Posted it. That was when I was a little bit still fat, so you can see like the nice facial chunks around my smile as I'm. Look. There's a reason why some things are limited edition. Now, years ago, my younger, bigger brother, Mr. Al Davis, and I used to do this other podcast called KMBP. We did a lot of food stuff on the channel. And, dude, like three things. If you're talking McDonald's, the McRib. I know a lot of people think it's gross. I didn't have one until literally 5 years ago. And they've been around for 30 years now? And some people are like, dude, it's not even real ribs. McDonald's meat isn't real meat. What's your point? Okay? You do realize there's not a hint of dairy in their shakes? So let's not split hairs here. I mean, look, what have they been saying for years now about McDonald's? There's more fat and calories in one of their salads than there is in a Big Mac. Really? All right, cool. I guess I'm going to eat a Big Mac now. It's healthy, right? Like, if you're going there for health, you're a moron. So I already know that going in, that the McRib is not slow roasted, falling off the bone. It's they're like, it's this meat pork patty that's shaped. Yeah, and chicken McNuggets don't come flying out of a chicken's butthole looking like that. All right? I understand it. I don't care. I kind of prefer it, I mean, dude, when I was a kid, if it wasn't in a can that was labeled Franco-American and Chef Boyardee, I was not into it. And when I say the word kid, I mean 25 years old. I mean, I didn't even start liking real food until I was like 32 years old. You know, like when I mean, okay, I obviously I made my own spaghetti sauce and stuff like that shit. Made my own burgers, this, that, and the other. But I'm talking about like, learning how to actually cook, season my food, actually have a taste for things and understand that like processed food is garbage. Yeah, it scratches an itch. Okay, I used to eat cereal. You couldn't pay me to eat cereal now. Why are you eating cereal when you can eat an omelet? Hmm? What some people like cereal. I don't, you know. I tell you what I haven't eaten in about 1 billion years. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. No, I don't want to eat a candy bar. I just don't. That's not real food, dude. It isn't real food. But when it comes to McDonald's, it's like three things. The McRib, the you got to get the secret menu, which is the land, air, and sea. Oh, wait, is it? Oh, I know what it is. It's the McGangbang. Yeah, my brother and I, we were in a gangbang. It was great. The cops came and the chick went home. No, it was the McGangbang. And I believe it was a McChicken. And then like you get like a double hamburger and you put the McChicken in there. Here's the flaw. Here's the thing. You open up the double hamburger. You don't take the bun off of the McChicken and put the McChicken in there. No, 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 no. You put the entire McChicken in there and you put the top off, and then you've got this big stupid thing called the McGangbang. And you know what it tastes like? Heaven! It tastes amazing! So, and then third, my boy Eddie P and I, we went down this road. Double fillet of fish. Dude, if you don't like the McDonald's fillet of fish, you're an idiot. Pillowy, steamed buns. You gotta get it fresh. In fact, I'll even take it one step further. I just found out about this new flex. If you get a regular McDouble or a double cheeseburger, you ask. You ask them to steam the buns, and the buns will come out the way it is on a fillet of fish. From what I gather, it's sex in your mouth. Look, their words, not mine. It sounds amazing. All right, so you got to get extra red sauce on it. Oh, on the volcano taco, double fillet of fish. Absolutely. McDonald's fillet of fish is, in fact, a real fillet of what? Nobody knows. But it's tasty. That's right. Come back in. Don't get out of here.
Get him out of here!
No, I'm speaking the truth. But as far as like other places, I stumbled upon this YouTube channel probably like 3 nights ago. And it's one of my guilty pleasures is just go down these rabbit holes of watching people eat. Dude, I subscribe to 2 channels. One's called Chris's New York City Red Hots, and it's just this Jewy lawyer that all he does is walk around New York City, and it's like these are all made now. So if it's freezing here, it's freezing there. Okay, New York is not south. It is parallel to us. If we're freezing our dicks off, they have no dicks either. Okay. So, but he loves animals, stupid. He loves going to all the different hot dog carts out there, and he like knows them, and he starts to like know them by name and stuff. And he's a harsh critic. I really like this dude, and like I'm into it. It's what I want to start doing with Get in My Belly. I got to start hitting up all these local places. As soon as it starts getting nice out, dude, it's on. It's on. But so I watch this guy do it. And then I even take it one step further. There's 2 other channels I watch. It's this one guy named Spatula or Steve Pachula. Spatula. And he's a young franchisee owner of a McDonald's. And he's got a GoPro on his head. And he just makes McDonald's. And dude, I'll fall asleep to that shit. I love watching people make Big Macs and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. And of course, what do I want to do? Eat McDonald's. But then there's this other guy, and his name, I think it is Chris's Hot Dogs. For some reason, Chris always comes up. I don't know. It's like people name their kid Jamie. Jamie. Jamie Summers, the $6 million girl. But anyway, so Chris seems to be the name. There's this one guy. What kind of animals? Bears? Fucking rhino and shit. Rhinos. I love that. Good. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Go and watch the outtakes on the DVDs. We'll have to talk about it on a future Sauce Talk. Excellent. So, this dude does the same thing. He does a hot dog stand, but he's also got a brick and mortar place. And it's either brick and mortar or it's just like a really good, like intricate truck, you know. But anyways, so this dude has the GoPro on his head, and he's so fast making these hot dogs. And dude, they're all specialty. It's kind of hipster, but not really. Not in a Ferndale way. Like this dude, like they showed him talking one time, and I'm like, this dude looks like my brother and Eddie P in one person. You know, it's like he's got a full beard, but he's also kind of tall and looks like he kind of mess you up, you know? So he's making a bunch of different like gourmet hot dogs. And then of course he puts potato sticks on it. Come on, dude. Potato sticks. You know, one thing I don't really go for, and I'm going to have to probably like acquaint myself, become an acquaintance, introduce myself to the idea of on a hot dog, sauerkraut. I don't do sauerkraut on hot dogs. I don't think I've ever had sauerkraut on a hot dog ever in my life. I've seen enough videos where this dude in New York City, his favorite thing is, I don't think he does ketchup. There's going to be, there is going to be a segment on my Sauce Talk live streams called Friday Night Fight. You might have heard of that before. No, this is going to be a Friday Night Fight. Why? Because I'm going to bring up things that people who eat food are passionate about and will fight to the death about. And one of them, when you're talking about conies, when you're talking about hot dogs, do you put ketchup on a dog? I already know the fucking answer to that. I do not. I don't care if you do, but I don't do it. I've seen people just completely just douse it with ketchup. What are you doing, man? What are you trying to prove? Like, are you going to taste the hot dog or are you just going to taste ketchup? I have a certain friend. He might even be in the chat right now. His favorite thing to do, mustard, lots of ketchup, lots of coney sauce, chili. Here in Detroit, it's called chili. And then Frank's Red Hot. Bop, 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 bop. It's just so much. I mean, you are literally putting explosive diarrhea in your mouth. Now, am I judging? Yes. Do I judge harshly? No. You can do that. Just know the consequences. Hey, it's no different than, doing shots of whiskey and then eating, White Castles and then getting in a fight with your old lady. There might be consequences. I'm not here to tell you how to run your life. Okay? Just giving you some pointers, I guess. Little bit of talking points. So hot dogs taste just like ketchup. Well, my thing is mustard and very, very tiny diced onions. I don't go for the caramelized onions. So this Chris New York City Red Hots dude that I watch his YouTube channel religiously, he swears by it's got to have some a little schmooch of mustard, and then he goes in with of the caramelized onions, which they look like they got a little bit of ketchup in those. Like that's in the onions, and then a whole mess of sauerkraut. And I'm like, at first I'm like, and then I'm like, you know, it's like, just try it. Just try it. So I think there might be some, I don't know, man. Like I might have to start putting Frank's Red Hots on my conies just to see what it's all about. Like I said, I usually, it's like when people put, crushed red pepper on their pizza. They're like, yeah, I want pizza. But dude, you already saw what I just did with my Golden Fire. I think I'm starting to learn that a spicy pizza, it's spicy, it's savory. It's a match made in heaven. So, all right. It's not gonna work here anymore. Al Davis says, hot dogs taste just like ketchup when I cover it in ketchup. So, um, mm. So that's the thing. And maybe we'll get, I mean, that's what my face looks like when I'm, you know, you know where that's from, right? You know that's Ren from Ren and Stimpy. Okay. We're going to be talking about food. From now on my live streams on this channel, American Curmudgeon channel, I'm going to be talking about 3 things primarily. Might deviate a little bit of this, might be something new, maybe something new. We'll never know. It's going to be at least 3 things: food, music, movies. And in this case, movies is kind of the same thing as TV, kind of. So let's just say food and entertainment. And to me, and you know what? From the old days of KMBP, we've established that booze is food. So it's all the same thing. In fact, wouldn't you say that food is kind of entertainment? So it's just all entertainment. It's sauce talk. I'm old enough to remember a little cartoon called Ren and Stimpy. It was on Nickelodeon. Now, I was a little bit too old for Nickelodeon. You know, the whole like, you can't watch that on television, and, you know, slime hitting dumb kids on the head, and, you know, like different kids shows and that we all know are run by total pedos that really love looking at kids' feet. But that's a whole other channel. We're going to be trying to do things more clean from now on. Let's not get into feet. Feet are gross. Feet. I say feet. But Ren and Stimpy was my jam. It came out in, I believe, in 1991. And right from the right out of the gate, it was awesome. And like, I think I had a couple of my friends go, "Have you seen Ren and Stimpy?" I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, "It's a cartoon on Nickelodeon." I'm like, that sounds stupid. And they're like, "No, it's great." Then I watched it. Yeah, it's great. So we all thought it was great. Now, speaking of creeps, speaking of people who turn out to be a little bit, you know, on the side, the main creator of Ren and Stimpy, Mr. John Kricfalusi, he ended up being fired from his own show because he became a little wacky. But that's all, you know, whatever. All I know is that really recently I'm like, man, I want to fucking watch Ren and Stimpy. Where do I find it? It's nowhere. You got to pay for it. It's not even really on. They have clips and interviews and stuff, and like, you know, but no whole episodes of Ren and Stimpy is on YouTube. Believe me, I've looked. I mean, I'm of the opinion that nothing, you can find everything online. You can until you can't. And that's one of the, you know, obviously I wasn't really looking in the dark web, but I was just looking on YouTube and I couldn't find it. And they would do like long clips, and they would, you know, space madness, you know, and that's it. You're in our secret club, you know. There's so many inside jokes to that show. My God, my friends and I loved that show. And we used to just say the phrases and all the funny shit, as we did with every single stupid movie we saw. We were just good like that. But my wife goes, well, it's on Paramount Plus. I have Paramount Plus. I'm like, I thought you just paid for Discovery Plus. She's like, I know, but I have Paramount Plus. I'm like, okay, so what's the login? What? Okay. So after trying to figure that one out over the course of like about an hour, finally was able to log in and watch Ren and Stimpy to my heart's content until they just hammer-fisted long bouts of commercials, just shoving it up your rectum. 120 seconds. Dude, my life is going by. My beard is getting more gray, okay? I don't want to sit here and watch this stuff. I'm going to find it on my own VHS. I know I taped it. So I'm sitting here in my head thinking, I taped so much shit off of Comedy Central, so much shit off of MTV, so much stuff. I have to have tons of Ren and Stimpy. It might all be like a couple episodes here, a couple episodes there, because I made video mixtapes back in the 90s. Well, guess what? I remembered that wrong. I only have like 3 episodes, and I'm like, So I looked up on Amazon, and for the whopping price of only $19.99, you can get the box set of all the seasons, all the episodes, and I think some lost episodes. And if you know anything about Ren and Stimpy, they tried to reboot it in like, I think it was like 2003. John Kay came back. Somehow got the rights back to Ren and Stimpy. I don't know how the hell he did it. But he did it, and he rebooted it as Ren and Stimpy's adult party cartoon. Dude, I am not one to get offended. I can tell you lots of things I've done from my past. You see that closet over there? Lots of skeletons in there. There's bones on the ground. Okay? Yeah, I'm not easily offended. But it took the charm out of it, because now it was just like lots of like sex humor, gay humor, and all this stuff, which normally is awesome. But you see, sometimes you almost have to put rules on yourself just to kind of give it a little bit more drama. Case in point, Howard Stern. I used to listen to Howard Stern religiously here in Detroit. Then and also I watched the Howard Stern on the E! Network, and that was great. And there was beeps, and it was censored, but like that actually added a sense of mystery to it. Then when you paid for Howard on demand and it was supposedly uncensored, it was completely boring, because now they're swearing all over the place, and it just, I don't know, it just lost something. It lost the charm of it all. It just, so in a weird way, I'm not saying I agree with censorship. I don't on its face, but sometimes you got to have parameters, a little bit. And also, another thing that's pissing me off about everything being a subscription nowadays is that, yeah, okay, that's great. We got the login. She does pay for Paramount Plus. I'm not paying for it. Okay. I didn't see anything on there I thought was interesting, except for Ren and Stimpy, right? But dude, every other goddamn, I mean, like 10 minutes of watching a stupid cartoon. Okay, let's be honest here. 5 minutes of watching a cartoon and then 2 minutes of commercials. Dude, I gotta go on with my life. And then you don't know if they're going to lose the license one day. Then you log into, and this goes for everything. This goes for Netflix, Amazon Prime, everything that you pay for. Spotify. You don't own anything. That's the whole point of decentralization. You don't own it. It's so hilarious. Like they'll have like things on Amazon Prime. It'll say rent for $5.99, or you can own it for $12.99. What are you owning? This That puff of air? Do you own that puff of air right there? No, you don't. You own this. So the point I'm trying to make is that very soon I will be paying for the Ren and Stimpy, both the clean shit and the adult party cartoon, and I will be owning that shit because dumbass me did not see all those behind me right there. Those are one of my many VHS cassettes. That's one of the few things. I've been selling a lot of stuff. I'm a guitar player. Not trying to brag, but at one point I owned 12 guitars. They were all like, I wouldn't say custom. There was a couple custom jobs, nothing too crazy, mostly like semi-hollow body, like rockabilly type guitars, but they're all like different colors and this, that, and the other, and they were really cool. Well, I'm now down to 2 guitars, and one of them I'm waiting for a buyer on, and it's a red guitar. It's like a Gretsch, semi-hollow body, and a Flying V. The Flying V is the shit. It's awesome. But other than that, I don't care. I mean, even my wife's like, don't sell all your guitars. I'm like, why? She goes, you're going to regret it. I'm like, no, I won't. And I haven't. And I won't. I don't give a shit. It's like, I don't play gigs on stage. Wait, so you can sit down here and look at them? Boy, what great guitars. But there's one thing I didn't give up. I didn't sell or throw away. You can't really sell them. Like, my favorite used CD DVD store, unless it's something that's way out of print or something that's like really, really, really cool, most of the time you can get VHS cassettes in there for 50 cents. They also have a dollar section for their CDs. Dude, I will poo for that. It's amazing. But still, $5.99 for a brand new CD. Or a brand new, not brand new used, or just used in really good condition. You buy 3 of them, you get the 4th free. I'm not trying to do a commercial for this place. In fact, I won't even say their name because if I see anybody there, I will not talk with you. That's right. I'm not nice. But I'm just saying, like, this is a buyer's market. This is a great time to buy physical media. It's really, really awesome. AI is going to crush everybody. I started a company 2 years ago called Marin Digital Media. My dearly departed mother, name was Marin. So I thought it was a nice little testament to her. Like her, the company died. Not trying to laugh at my dead mother. I'm just saying, So the fucking, the company died, and there's no hope that it was ever going to have any real life because, dude, why do you need someone to edit photos for you when you can just like go and just ask AI to do it for you? Now, I don't know if you're anything like me, but I can tell AI a mile away until we can't. Because we're in that weird stage right now where it's too crisp, it's too detailed. Just bring it back. Bring it back. Bring back. Tone down the resolution. Make it look like the picture of Bigfoot from 1973. Then you're going to have even more of a chance of fooling everybody. Okay? Not trying to give these shysters ideas. I'm just saying that, like, people that are creating art in the digital realm, they're going to have problems. So that's why I'm just like, get all the real, honest, like, the tangible items. Get all that while you can. Although I have a weird feeling that some of these companies are going to start making CDs again. Maybe even DVDs. I personally think DVDs is the best way to watch anything because of all the extra. It really comes down with all the extra like outtakes, commentaries, documentaries. I love all that shit. VHS looks like shit. This one looks pretty good. This one doesn't have like the tracking lines. I don't know if you'll see in coming episodes of Sauce Talk that I'll be playing like old VHS and you'll be seeing some of the shitty tracking lines and the resolution looks like shit. But it's a charm. It's just a charm. Like I said, it's the same charm as like watching Howard Stern when he was censored. Oh, and by the way, I taped a shitload of Howard Stern when he was on E Network in the mid 90s. So I have a lot of that stuff. I also have some Howard Stern from the late 90s that I taped on cassette. It's awesome. So, all right. So I think we've covered a lot of local news. Let's see if we have anything else. It is now 9:05. We're going into the second hour. I'm going to make myself a drink, and then maybe a certain someone will give me a call pretty soon, and we'll take a call here on the burner line. And Stinky Whizzleteats, I've got some sauce for you. I got a song about a whale. No, this is a song about happy. That's right. Sailor. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs. I told you I'd shoot, but you wouldn't believe me. All right, so what's it going to be? I have my travel bar right here, kids. I have vodka. I have some rum. Maybe something bad. Maybe something good. I guess we'll never know because you're going to guard it. And most importantly, my gay ice bucket. So we have some fresh ice in here. So you tell me, what do you think I should drink? A vodka tonic or a rum and coke? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You tell me. You tell me. You're in my secret club. John and tonic? Was it John and tonic? A John and tonic. Vodka tonic or a rum and coke? You tell me. And in the meantime, I'm going to take a couple more swigs and look at my show notes a little bit. Let's see. My web store eating. I pretty much got through a lot of it. Okay. So I think we're gonna move on to decentralization because I got some CDs to brag about. And fuck. I should have brought down that goddamn DVD. Did you ever watch that show Reno 911 that was on Comedy Central in the mid 2000s? I did a little bit. Dude, they dropped a hard R in the very first episode. What'd you say? Yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you. It's right on there. Yeah. My wife's gonna bring it down. It's right near the DVD player. Drink a rum and coke. All right. Either one is the correct answer. There's no wrong answer to this question. So, I got myself some regular. I used to do back in the day. I used to drink Captain and Cokes until it was going out of style. Dude, some things, when you drink them too much, like I'm kind of this way about Jack Daniels a little bit because I used to drink Jack and Cokes. Like that was my signature drink for a while. That was like 20 years ago, but you get what I'm saying. And for a while it was Captain and Cokes. And it's the same friend that put all those ingredients on a coney plus the hot sauce. It's the same guy, you know. Him and I would drink God damn it, not Jack and Coke, Captain and Coke. All right, my wife is bringing down the DVD for. Oh, thank you, baby. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah.
This is a waste of time!
Wow. Okay, so she brought down Reno 911 DVD. I'll be showing that to you in just a second. At any rate, so we used to drink Captain and Cokes every single weekend. And then I don't know. I don't remember. I can't remember if I was unemployed. I think I was unemployed. I'm almost positive I was unemployed. So we were looking for the cheaper version. Okay, so this is how it goes. You got Captain Morgan, right? Then you have the lower rung, which is Admiral Nelson. And you know what comes after that? That's right, Calypso. And they all have that like stranded on a desert island, the captain, they all the same kind of like motif or whatever, the same kind of look on their label. But dude, Calypso is garbage, and I have a high tolerance for shit liquor. Shit liquor is the name of my new band. Shit liquor. Oh my God. How in the hell did I never think of that? Oh my God. I might have to, because I don't really like, like I'm still technically a musician, but I kind of don't really pursue it anymore. I've got so much music out there. It's not even funny. What am I going to like, I'm going to like, I'm going to dazzle the world with my new create. No, but I should use it. That would be an amazing name, either a name for a punk rock band or a punk rock record title or a song title. Shit liquor, not Licker, but just liquor, like a liquor store. And that would be a great name for a very, very limited edition hot sauce. Like I would have to come up with like it would have to be like a savory, weird brown color, and then like like the flag, and then like shit liquor. Yeah. So okay, here we go. We got Bacardi, and then these are left over from somewhere. Not exactly biodegradable. These will be with us until the end of time. Your kids will still be haunted by this plastic. But I don't give a shit. What do you think? I give a fuck, dude? I will burn this in my backyard like a flint tire. Okay. So now, if you're a real man like I am, you click these like a real man does. There you go. No. Oh, all right. Hey, hey, hey. Let me see. Well. It's my. How do we make this thing small? Can I just get rid of that? I know. Oh, there we go. It's my younger, bigger brother, Mr. Al Davis here. All right. Let me see if we can put you in to the actual board here and see if people can hear you. Hold on for a second. There we go. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How about now?
Sauce talk. Sauce talk.
Can you actually
Talking about sauces.
tell me in the comments? Can you hear Al? Because I got him going through the actual thing.
Hot topics and even hotter sauces. Whoa.
So what is your ruling on? There's two things that I want to. There's three things. So basically, this is Friday Night Fight. I'm talking to my younger, bigger brother, my brother, Mr. Al Davis, calling from Billings, Montana. Right now, he's on location. He's helping out a young motocross team get their stuff together, whatever that means. Get it together. So
I actually, truth be told, those guys died tragically in a fiery bus wreck. It was the side of a mountain thing. It tipped over. It killed the lead singer's brother, who's played bass, and yeah, and everyone got a flat tire and had to walk home. And, Some had to hitchhike. But here's the thing: out on the oil rig,
Okay,
lots of greasy pirates.
dude.
And
Most of
you
my
know,
friends look like greasy pirates.
you knew it sauce, the greasy pirate.
There was a movie called The Greasy Strangler, and I saw it on Amazon Prime, and it's sort of like a comedy. It's like a comedy cult movie, and the dude who plays the Greasy Strangler, he looks like my next door neighbor Joe, and my brother knows. I like I'm going like this. I'm pointing it towards the thing. It's like it should be going that way. Okay, but you know who Joe is.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's a heroin addict.
right. So I haven't seen too much of him lately. Did we lose you?
No, I'm here. I bought a baby parrot, and his name's Bill Bird, and I'm eating a rotisserie chicken
Ah,
while
dude, it's brutal. Dude, it's
um.
brutal. My name is Bill Bird. Yeah, I'm married to Blackbird.
Oh, the guy's eating a rotisserie
tells
chicken.
tells me what to do all the time. We got three.
Like a mini chicken. Bring up this picture and show it to the viewers at large. Unless you wanted to show them this right here.
Okay, let me see. Oh my god! My god, dude! Oh my god! Here, I'll just watch. I'll just watch. Oh my god! What are you doing with your life? Why do you have a fucking parrot?
I'm upgrading, dude.
What is happening with you?
I was on an oil rig.
I love how you're
Yeah.
swimming in Billings,
Goldberg
Montana,
Friends, look.
skeezes, and you got, but you pick up. Yeah, it's like you took that English. I picked up a couple of buds from the pub, and you literally went to the bar and you picked up a bird. So
Yeah, women are like birds, they're like really hard to catch, and then once you get them in the house, you're like, look at that bird over there, and you get it in the house, and you're like, all right, how do I get this bird out of my house?
beat it, bird.
Yeah, so the irony of having a bird on my shoulder and then eating rotisserie chicken at the same time is hilarious and diabolical.
Oh, I know. It's like there's a parody on I think it was SNL, and they did a parody of a fried chicken place called Cluckin' Chicken, and it was the mascot is a chicken, and he's like eating himself, going, "Oh, I taste great." So yeah,
Yep. So what do say you?
irony
Bill
can
Burr?
be pretty ironic
Oh, he's
sometimes.
camera shy. Look at him. He's like, oh fuck, get that thing off of me.
You know, audience members, my younger, bigger brother, Mr. Al Davis, he owned a squirrel. Now, do we live in the rural South? No, we pretty much live in the city. So I don't know where he gets off owning a squirrel, but now he owns a goddamn a green bird, and you have a Playboy in back of you.
Oh yeah, I know. You're not supposed to see that.
I know. Oh my god. So your thoughts about ketchup on hot dogs? Go.
Oh, if you don't have a ton of ketchup on a hot dog, you're messing up.
Then consider me Mr. Messy then, because I do
Dude,
not like. I do not like. I
I
love it.
had no idea until I was about 36 that hot dogs were mustard only. I thought mustard was for maybe on a cheeseburger. I didn't know it was a hot dog.
Did someone get angry at you? Did someone
No,
call you a name?
baseball game, and I'm like, oh hell yeah! And it was like, what are you doing to that hot dog? It's just a vehicle for me to get ketchup into my fucking face.
I was gonna say it's literally a submarine to deliver ketchup right into my pie hole. Okay, so this is completely unrelated to not only hot dogs, food, or the bird. Here's another question. Have you ever skateboarded?
Not on purpose. One time I went out the door and there was a skateboard there, and whoa, all the way to school. It was
So yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
another time.
Did your crazy next door neighbor invite you over and then you strummed on a guitar and it was so loud that you flew backwards into his wall?
And then I met him at the Twin Pines Mall at exactly 1:09 a.m. I had to bring him some plutonium. But listen, here's the deal. What was the question?
Have you ever skateboarded before?
Oh yeah, it's extremely dangerous. It's almost as dangerous as roller skates, dude. I mean, have you ever busted your tailbone with roller skates? Here, now it's a board and you're not even strapped to it.
Dude, I
You know,
skinned my knee on a skateboard and I went, okay, that's enough for me. Like that's
people are
all I did.
strictly eating shit. I mean, that's why it's such a big deal if you can zoom up and down a fucking flight of stairs or something. It's like you can't even ride this thing down a driveway and you're flying it down some stairs. You're a fucking wild man.
Okay, so here's my next question. Have you ever heard of the documentary Dogtown and Z-Boys? Did you ever
Yeah,
watch it?
it's a movie.
Yeah.
I read the book.
There was a book? Oh, okay. Was there a graphic novel? Yeah, it was served on a dirty ashtray on top of a skateboard. Mm. Okay, final question. Do you guys respect anything at all? Not a goddamn thing. Um,
I'm the safety valve.
yeah.
Because this shit blows. Oh, how grateful you will be.
Little inside baseball, Durango 95 talk there. So, all right. Oh, it's the wheel of fish. What the hell? Where are you? Is that Ethan's? What is that?
Name 10 books. Yeah, this is the new wheel of misfortune.
Oh yes.
And
Damn. It actually spins. That looks
there's
totally
stuff on
legit.
Hot Dog, shot of tequila, do a key. I don't know what that means. Prank call a guy named Mark. Slam 3 brews, drop a deuce. I mean, sniff a gator tail. I don't know. Name 10 books.
If you can drop a deuce on command, that's actually bragging rights. I would think doing a key would be try to pull a Ryan Dunn and you put a key in a condom and you swallow it to poop it out later.
Yeah, something like that. There's pooping involved.
Were you
You can definitely drop a deuce on command.
I think so. Hmm.
Ask the Sauce Master 9000. He knows what I'm talking about.
Or I'll ask Stinky Whistleteats. This is a song
Yeah.
about a deuce. No, it's a song about a key. Okay,
Billy Bird.
Final question for you and Billy Bird. Were you ever a fan of Ren and Stimpy?
Oh yeah, that show's awesome. The one where he's like telling the story about I think it was like Robin Hood and the evil sheriff of Dodge City.
Oh my god. This is such the poor man. I love that. Like, screw getting a Zoom call in. Just hold the camera right up to the. It's awesome. Well, you can thank Al for this whole idea because he's the one that came up. He goes, "You should." He called me like 3 days ago, and he's just like, "Dude, you got to do live streams again. I know you're not really into it, but you should just try to talk about sauce. Like it should just be like sauce talk." And I'm like, sauce talk, yeah, yeah. But
and then I kept this little surprise that I got a parrot, and he's shy. He's camera shy right now. He'll come around though.
That's not a parrot. Is that a parrot?
Baby parrot. Look
No, that's like a. Yeah, Stinky Whistleteats goes, hark, hark, harkened he. I love that.
He'll go
Hark, hark.
anywhere with me too.
So,
He's absolutely attached. Look at this.
Dude, that's just like a little Tweety bird. I don't know anything.
The hardest. This is a parrot. He just doesn't talk yet.
This is a dead parrot. You know what? It's like peeling the outer skin of an onion. You never know what's going on with Al Davis. That's all I gotta say. I've never not been either unpleasantly surprised or been blown away. This fits somewhere in the middle
If the
because
oil rig
yeah,
rocking, I'm knocking.
you're literally hanging out on an oil rig. You pick up Billy Bird. He goes, "Oh, dude, it's brutal. Dude, it's brutal. I'm hanging out on a white guy's shoulder.
Guys, you're
Thanks.
out of the car.
Yeah, I'm hanging out in Billings, Montana, dude. Dude, it's brutal. Dude, I'm green. What's gonna happen when I have to take a poop?"
I hate Bill Burr. I just thought I'd steal his name.
He's such a dork. He just did some like I don't know, whatever. This ain't that kind of show, so we're not gonna go hard in the paint on that. We're not gonna get lost in the sauce. Hey, we gotta talk like FM radio jocks. Hey, sauce talk. What are you doing? 98.6, 8 a.m. What's on the burner line right now? It's Billy Bird.
Hot topics and even hotter sauces. Whoa.
Getting lost in the sauce. We're having a spicy time.
And a spicy taco.
This topic's quite spicy. Almost as spicy as the big poops are going to be taken by Billy Bird.
Call into the burner line and tell us about your shits.
Dude, I wanted to get a 1-800 number when we were doing KMBP. It's a lot harder than you got to pay for it and shit. It's not like exactly like, I'm sitting there thinking, it'd be like $12 a month. No. Have you paid for a double quarter pounder with cheese deluxe lately? Huh? It's going to cost more than that. And those things are $50. Have you ever, I've never had a quarter pounder. Your thoughts?
I've had one. It's not as good. Yeah, I think it's like the Whopper ripoff, where the Big King is the Big Mac ripoff.
Okay.
They each have a version of each other's sandwich, and the regular McDonald's cheeseburger is like a slider, and then
Yeah, pretty much.
once I realized that, and then I realized that the quarter pounder and the Whopper are both like quasi smash burger when you get the cheese on there, but nothing's an actual like Five Guys smash burger. Smash Burger tries to do it. I don't know. The real sliders, Hunter House or Braze.
Oh, Hunter House is the shit, dude. I got to do a get in my belly from Hunter House. Definitely.
Yeah, when I come back into town, I'll get off this oil rig. We definitely do that. I'm gonna be on a cheeseburger eating mission when I get home.
Are you gonna bring Billy Bird back to Michigan? Is that a thing? Is he portable in that way?
Everywhere I drive, he goes. He just rides with me.
I don't endorse this behavior.
I made the deadly mistake of playing like bird videos with bird noises, and he was like, "What?" and then just flew away. And I'm like, "Dude, where are you going?"
Yeah, because you probably brought up one of his nemesi, and he probably heard some bird swear words.
He was He didn't want to be seen with me, dude. His head popped up. He looked left, right, and he just took off. Chip took off, and I'm like, "Where are you going? You don't know anybody."
I don't know. You are the modern day version. You're the white trash version of Ace Ventura. Actually, Ace Ventura is pretty white trash. You're probably better. You're probably a little higher echelon than Ace Ventura was.
The high performance vehicle.
Yeah, like you are like the Mustang GT version of Ace Ventura.
So I was like watching videos, and it's like impossible to get these birds to like bond with you. Like, this bird will not leave me alone. He's like, "All right, where are we at?"
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what is it about you? Do your burps smell great? And like, what is so attractive of you that like this stupid squirrel in Royal Oak, Michigan, like comes up to my brother. What was it? 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like next thing you know, my brother like kidnaps this stupid squirrel, brings him to Berkeley, which is only like a couple streets over, really. But like now he's got this goddamn squirrel in his house. The thing was pooping on my sound equipment. And then his weird claws got on me. And finally I couldn't take it anymore. I go, dude, they are insects. Like squirrels are insects. I can't be down with it.
He tried to climb all the what's in the bag bottles, like all those little half pints and little shooters. He tried climbing them, and then they all like spilled over. And he was like, "Did you see that?" And then he's like climbing up shit, running around the hallway, like, "Look at this place."
It's those little claws. I just to me, it's like, what do you just let a rat into your house? You have a rat in your house, and you're playing
But
with
he had
it.
personality. He was the most personable rat.
Yeah. But now
He
you
was
got
way
this.
more personable than that Arnold from Green Acres.
Now you got Billy Bird here. He's going, dude, it's brutal. I don't want to leave you alone. I love you.
It's Turtle.
Dude, I'm brutal. I like to beat up other birds.
He doesn't like that. You're doing that impression of him.
I know he's turning around. He won't even look at the camera. He's like, fuck you. Whatever. All right, I'm going to fucking let you go. I'm going to do this next segment, and I'm going to peace out after this.
All right, brother.
Awesome. Well, we'll have to watch this later. Boom. How do you do this? Oh, yeah. There you go. That was fucking fun. All right. Let me see. All right. First off, let me just fix everything. Okay. So can we hear this? Yeah. Okay. Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. I want to thank my younger, bigger brother, Mr. Al Davis, for calling in on his Apple phone. Who's the weird beard guy? Billy Bird. It's so funny. Dude, I'm a bird. Dude, I'm hanging on this guy's shoulder. Dude. My wife's probably grossed out. Whenever I do any kind of like impression, my wife's like, it sucks. But I'm taking her to this place. Speaking of Coney dogs and hot dogs, I'm taking her to this place called Dooley's, which is in Mexican Town in Detroit. And that place is the shit. Cash only. Their Coneys are the bomb. And I'm going to be taking her on Sunday as a late Valentine's Day thing, you know. Hey, I benefit from it too because I'm going to be just getting into 2 Coneys. No, I'm going to do a Coney, a hamburger, and Coney fries. It's going to be the bomb. There'll be a bomb dropped later, if you know what I mean. All right, so let's get into the next segment, and then we'll probably go to 10. So this is going to be a nice 2-hour show. This is, of course, decentralization. Let me just plug this back in. Look at this shit, dude. I am done. Look at that shit. 51. God damn it. Fuck off. Are you guys having the same problem I'm having? Erectile dysfunction? No. Are you having the same problem with your Apple phones? Now, this is an Apple, I think it's an 8. Now, you're probably like, well, yeah, if you have an obsolete phone. Okay. But answer me this, Batman. Why? Why do their batteries drain so quickly? This piece, this hunk of nothing right here. It's, like when you're, there's a reason why they say I bricked my phone, like I bricked a MacBook 11 or 2011 MacBook. I got 3 of them. You can get them for like $199 now. You can get them for nothing. They'll do what they need. They'll do what you need them to do, except for run without being plugged in. This sucker is always plugged in. And I mean always. When I'm driving in my car, plugged in. When I'm at a restaurant, my wife makes fun of me. And every time we go to a bar, every time we go to a restaurant, hotel, wherever it might be, crack house, I'm always going, is there a outlet nearby? And she's like, you looking for a place to plug in your phone? I'm like, yeah, it will lose half its charge in 5 minutes. I'm not even joking. The whole phone would be bricked in 15 minutes. I swear to God. Right now, it's at 51%. Fuck you, worm.
Fuck you, worm.
Oh, God. Okay, let me just plug this thing back in again and again and again. All right. I mean, it charges pretty quick, but it loses its charge pretty quick. The point being is I think I'm finally going to be out of the Apple business. I think I'm done. And I'm not one of those people that is like, it's got to be Apple or anything. I don't fucking care. Like, whichever one does the job, I don't care. I don't have any allegiance to anything. I used to have an Android, this ex-friend of mine from years ago is like, I don't know why you just don't have an iPhone and you don't have a laptop or a MacBook. They talk perfectly together. That is absolutely not true. Apple products are not necessarily totally compatible with one another. And if one has a different operating system, game the fuck over, dude. Game over. So it really, like, that particular iPhone was awesome. I bought it for like $250 on or eBay rather. It worked perfectly. As soon as I did an update, as soon as I did an OS update, the whole thing was just fucked after that. Now, why? Why? Why can't you just build your own? Why can't you just build your own laptop? Huh? You could do it with desktops. All these nerdy gamers out there do it all the time. They have like, different like fans in there and all these like these crazy, like lights inside there, all for playing games. Gay. Those gays. Look, I don't care, but why can't I do the same thing with a phone? Why can't you just make a phone? All right, let's move on to the next thing. This is decentralization. This is for owning your own physical media.
Decentralization. Decentralize your life.
I want a hot dog. I want a hamburger, not a cheeseburger. You get nothing like it. God damn, that movie. Caddyshack is so fucking funny. A friend of mine's got a Caddyshack full-size movie poster, Chevy Chase, scribbled on it. Was it actually Chevy? Maybe something. I don't know. But it sort of looks like Chevy Chase. So, but that movie is awesome. Big ups to Ted Knight. Rest in peace. All right. Let's get into it. Had some pretty good finds the last couple of weeks that I have not been talking about. And this week, just literally days ago, I went to my favorite used CD DVD store, got a CD and a DVD. Let's check it out. First up, this one is from a little band called Monster Magnet. Who is Monster Magnet? Monster Magnet is Monster Magnet. What do they sound like? What the fuck do you think they sound like? They're called Monster Magnet, dude. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so they have, I think this was 1994 1994, 1995. This is easily 20 years ago. This is an album called Power Trip. And they kind of look like they sound. That's the leader, that's the producer, that's the main songwriter, Mr. Dave Windroff. And then, all the graphics on the inside, got money, you got chicks, you got fire, And then, so the song that was kind of the hit off this record is called Space Lord Mother Mother, hey, bomb, ba bomb, Space Lord Mother Mother. Not really the biggest Monster Magnet fan, but I tell you, for a fucking what does that price say to you right there? What does that say? Huh? That's right, 100 pennies. For 100 pennies, I will own Power Trip. Play it very loud in my Honda 2013 Fit. Humble brag. Playing Monster Magnet real loud driving down Woodward Avenue. Okay. Next, Reno 911. That was on Comedy Central about, again, 20 years ago. Actually, the Monster Magnet was 30 years ago. I love how I don't know math. Anyway, so this is, I think, longer than 20 years ago. This is the complete first season. And, it's members of that first comedy troupe that was on MTV. They were called The State. Do you remember them? Well, there's at least 4 people from The State on here. And this is see, it says uncensored. Woo! But still, see, here's the deal. This is 2, count them, 2 DVDs, lots of stuff to look at. Great packaging. See, I like shit like this. Look at all this. All these like Polaroid pictures with funny shit to look at. I like all that stuff. And then you got the actual DVDs. More stuff to look at underneath. Huh? I mean, does packaging mean anything to your average person? Probably not. They're stupid. So, you got 2. 1, 2. I paid, guess how much? On the actual DVD, it says $2. I'm in such good standing with my favorite store. I brought that up to the counter. They go, $2. I'm like, fuck yeah! God damn. So that's not bad, man. And that Monster Magnet record turned out to be pretty good. Now, I got this probably about a week and a half ago. This is Van Halen's very last record. I own all of Van Halen's records. Of course, the Van Hagar years with Sammy Hagar. And I didn't own the very last David Lee Roth record. This came out in 2012. It's called A Different Kind of Truth. Now, why is this interesting? Well, 2 reasons. One, they rebooted the classic Van Halen logo, as you can see from Van Halen 2. Now, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? The Van Halen logo looks exactly the same. No, it doesn't. When they got Van Hagar back, when they got Sammy Hagar in the band, they added these gay wings. They added that to it. That's what the Van Halen logo started looking like in 1986 when 5150 came out. That's the fucking logo right there. I'm not bending on this. I am right. Okay? And if you're going to sit there and ask me, well, what do you prefer, Sammy Hagar or David Lee Roth? There's only one correct answer. Bruce Dickinson. No, it's David Lee Roth. Are you kidding me? Jesus. So, it's not bad. Rumor has it that these songs are old riffs from Eddie Van Halen's like archives. So the only song I really kind of like is Blood and Fire. And that song is very well noticed from being the same music for some stuff that was in the movie The Wildlife with Chris Penn. Dude, if one thing you're going to understand here on Sauce Talk is I am a overflowing wealth of useless information. And you're probably like, my God, who cares who produced this record and who played bass on the second take of the third song on the fourth side of that record? Who cares? I care. It's Sauce Talk. Get lost in the sauce. So there you go. It cost me $5.95. I'm happy I bought it. Okay, let's keep going. I think we're gonna go for a walk outside. I think we're gonna run sunshine day. Okay, so it's a sunshine day, the best of the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch had music. You bet your fucking ass they did. And I got this again for the amazing affordable price of 100 pennies. It's got all the good stuff. Sunshine Day. Everybody's dancing. Sunshine Day. We can make the world a whole lot brighter. American Pie. I didn't even hear this cover. And of course, when it's time to change, it's time to change. That's when Peter Brady's voice started cracking. If you don't know anything about the Brady Bunch, none of this would probably mean anything to you. And truth be told, I'm too old to be, like, you put it this way. Like the Monkees, the Brady Bunch was already in syndication when I was a kid because it's a 60s show. You understand? In the 70s, they were having their reunions. So the Brady Bunch is not a 70s show. Is that true? Hold on. I hate to step on my own dick over here. Let me just get to the bottom of this. Oh, man, we're going into credits. I got to play something else for this last 15 minutes of this goddamn show. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. How about, just for shits and giggles, for the last 15 minutes, we play a little bit of, oh no, Mr. Bell. We'll throw it in there. Okay. Because I always want to have something playing. Oh, damn it. I saw the Ramones over there. I should have threw that one in. All right, whatever. Who cares? We can't hear it. God. I don't know what it is. But let me just look it up on because I'm pretty sure that the Brady Bunch was on it in 1967, which would have been 1 year before I was plopping out of my mom's pussy. Let's see. The Brady Bunch. Let's see what years this was on. 1969. I was a year old. I was not even popping boners yet. Let me see. Wow, everybody's looking real fucking old over here. Wow. Okay, so it went from December 1969 to March 1974. So that's 51 years ago when it ended. Isn't that crazy? And it debuted in syndication in September 1975. So exactly half a century ago. God damn. And you know what was actually pretty good is when they rebooted it and came back with the Brady Bunch movie, which right there was 30 years ago. My God. The passing of time just fucks. See, this is why you got to make hot sauce. Takes your mind off of it. All right, let's go on to the last few for decentralization. And this is Love and Rockets for only $1. It's only really one song off this thing. It's called No New Tale to Tell. No new. Here. No new tale to tell. Ah. Will you please fucking focus, you piece of shit? I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. All right. The last one is Draw the Line, Aerosmith. I'm going to have to revisit this next week because there's something about the song Draw the Line on this record, which is fucking great. And this is definitely an official American Curmudgeon playlist entry. One thing you're going to start to see is there is going to be a playlist that I'm going to have, like, these are endorsed songs, like American Curmudgeon endorsed songs. I would like them to be mostly American. I would like to almost be like a gatekeeper. Like, it's got to be American. But I will have exceptions for certain English groups. Obviously, some stuff by The Who. Obviously, some stuff by Rolling Stones. Maybe a Beatles song. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like Helter Skelter, maybe? I don't know. It's got to be something a little more rockin'. It can't be like, she loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, it's like, no. We're going for the criteria here is driving in your car, cruising music, on Woodward or wherever, on a road trip. And I'm not necessarily a car guy. So some of these songs might have to be not only endorsed by me because I love to drive, but I'm not like a car guy. But my brother, who's absolutely a car guy, or some of the other car people that I know, what do you think are good songs? And, you know, I come from the heavy metal punk rock world, but I personally think that the criteria that's more appropriate for what I'm trying to convey here with my hot sauce company is stuff from like the mid 70s. Now, there's at least 3 songs by a band. They are called April Wine. And you're like, oh, dude, hell yeah. Great songs. They got that one song, I Like to Rock. She's a Roller. Fuck yeah. I mean, I've heard my brother was playing some of that shit. Dude, I grew up with that shit. My older sisters, a lot of this stuff like Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, all that shit was like a hand-me-down from my older sisters. Yeah. Now here's the rub. April Wine, they're Canadian. And you know how we feel about Canada here. Okay? Like, dude, you're going to be our 51st state. I don't know what to tell you. And, you know, you Canucks are just going to have to, like, deal with it. Like, I don't know, dude. It's like, you're the redheaded stepchild of the fucking, the Northern Hemisphere. And you can't live in 80% of your country. Come on over. But you do write good, you got some good songs. Triumph. And, of course, Rush. Tom Sawyer's got to be on there. Fly By Night, maybe Fly By Night. The real, I think, a real American curmudgeon song. The very first song from the first Rush record. The one without Neil Peart. Amazing drummer. The professor, as it were. Rest in peace. Was a guy named John Rutney. He also died too. But we're not going to talk about that. The very first Rush record, the very first song is called Finding My Way. And don't sleep on Working Man either because, hey, that's very American. The fact that those guys are a bunch of hosers, well, we're not going to hold it against them. We can claim Rush. We can, sorry that you're Canadian, but we can claim you. You've been coming here for, 50 years, One of my very first concerts I ever saw was in 1981. I saw Rush at, I think it was either one of 2 places, Joe Louis Arena or it was Cobo Arena. But it was 1981. It was when the album Moving Pictures came out. That's the one with Tom Sawyer, right? So, and I've bought their records. I got a few of them on the fucking wall. And I used to be a big, huge Rush fan. In the middle of the 80s, they started getting kind of gay. That's a whole other podcast. But maybe one of these days I'll do a segment on Sauce Talk about bands that are foreign that we can claim as American music. And I think the criteria is whether or not they were on FM radio. Like WRIF 101. Were they played on WRIF, WABX, W4, Or, were they on those three? Those were the big three, W4 was WWWW, and I personally thought that W4 was the best one out of all three of them. They were a little more white trash, They were almost like the UHF to the VHF channels, if you're old enough to remember what the fuck that means, okay? But what I'd like to do is I'd like to redo this font and this whole die cast sticker, and I want to do American Curmudgeon in this exact font. I think that'd be really cool. Stinky Whistle Teeth says, "Oh, Bill Bird's loves Space Lord. Space Lord, mother skeets. Stinky Whistle Teeth loves Foghat Nazareth. Nazareth, yeah. Is Foghat fucking foreign? I know Nazareth is. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Fool for the city! And I'm a fool for the city! God damn, that reminds me so much of growing up. Foghat are from... They're from fucking England? Color me as green as Bill Bird. I never knew fucking Foghat was from England. I knew Nazareth was. You learn something new every day. Here on Sauce Talk, we get lost in the sauce. This is amazing. All right. I'm going to lead you guys out, and I'm going to do a shot. What are you going to do a shot of? I'm going to do a shot of vodka. All right. So. Yeah. So it's never too late, especially these days, to start taking advantage of how cheap physical media is. And I personally think that you're going to miss a lot of things if you don't start owning them. Now, will that make you a pack rat? Are you a hoarder if you're that kind of a person? Perhaps. You might be. But the way I kind of run my game is I draw the line. I draw the line at vinyl. I can't do vinyl. I already did vinyl. Vinyl came in two waves. It was the format when I was growing up. Cassettes were seen as like sort of like a portable way for young kids with not very, they tried to like promote it as having, this is like a special cassette with like, aluminum and blah, blah, blah. No, it all sounded like shit. Cassettes sound like shit. Sorry. I mean, they just do. Like, like VHS looks like shit. Like, it's the portability. It's the fact that you can like make, you can record stuff. It was the fact that like, your buddy brings over a fucking cassette. You had the dual cassettes, as I have behind me. Actually, I don't. That's stupid. How the fuck did that happen? Oh, that one's got dual cassettes. And all the big record labels were concerned that that's piracy. Yeah, it's piracy. Not really, because you didn't see that like one day you would have digital copies that are absolutely perfect. A cassette copy, you're one generation down. So, and then 8-tracks were kind of a portable thing for like 4 minutes. I mean, they lasted for like 2 summers, and but for me personally, and then it came back, vinyl came back in the early 90s with Sub Pop, which is the label that Nirvana was on. See what I told you about useless information? I got a lot of it. And then vinyl came back in the 90s with punk rock labels and Sub Pop pushing the Singles Club and all that stuff. Singles are 7-inch vinyl records. I just choose to not get into it because right now vinyl is coming back in a big way, but it's really It's just for collectors. I don't think people are playing those records. I don't think people are they don't care about the music. I don't honestly think they care about the packaging. I don't know why the fuck they're buying it, honestly. And people go crazy over it, and they'll spend like, like your cheapest vinyl record that's coming out right now is at least bottom floor $25. It's like $12 for a double fucking quarter pounder with cheese deluxe, or $25 for this Smashing Pumpkins record. Fuck off. That's what I say. Well, I'll take the quarter pounder, the double quarter pounder, and make sure that you put the lettuce and the tomatoes and the onions and the mayonnaise on there. Don't skimp on it. But as far as Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan's gay, and I don't care. They've only got 2 songs, and I'm not paying $25 for your fucking vinyl record when I can find Siamese Dream for $1 over at fucking I almost said the name. At my favorite record store. But it's true. I can find it there for like $4, and like that's the record. And I'm gonna play it in my car because I'm one of those I actually have a CD player in my car. Don't try me, man. I will absolutely get another dash somehow put into there where I can have a cassette player. How baller would that be? Not much, but it would be cool for me. Like, it wouldn't be baller at all. Like, people would be like, "Why do you have that?" I'd be like, "I don't know." But it'd be cool for me. CD player and a cassette player. Oh yeah. So there you go. Here we go. Next.
Nobody had any up or nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Whew. Oh, then I'll refresh my hors d'oeuvre. Maybe I should go for another fucking half hour. I kind of don't want to go. I'm having fun. I have a good time. That was so stupid. I have a good time. What a Jesus. Oh my God. All right. So, oh wait, what was I gonna play?
He's a fag.
Okay. All right. Trying to calm down on the offensive stuff. And for me, that's saying a lot. I like it a lot. No, I was just telling my brother recently, I'm like, dude, I can't get drunk no more. Just something about it. I think I might be able to pass go and go straight to jail. Do not collect $200. So I don't know. Larry, let me just, if I'm going to stay on for another half hour, let me just get to what I really wanted to talk about when it comes to like Aerosmith. I'm for some reason really into this album. Not really. I just like the song Draw the Line. Why do I like it? Because it's like a bass, and I think it's tuned down to a C. You musicians out there might know what I'm talking about. It's not a drop D. Drop D is Soundgarden and the Melvins, okay? It's like drop C. You're getting into like Cannibal Corpse shit. But I think it was I think it might have been a baritone guitar, okay? And so when you're listening to it, it's like, come on. But instead of like that, it's like, and it just sounds fucking great. It's just it's one of the best riffs that band ever had. And then it goes, and I'm like, this song sounds like, it's almost like a parody of an Aerosmith song. Because it's got like, if you notice when Steve Tyler sings, it's either him or Joe Perry are doing like the high to like Steve's low. You know, and then Steven Tyler, Steve Tyler, Steve, like him and I go way back. Steve and I, we used to hang out in Boston. It's great. But when he goes, but when he's actually doing the fucking the verses, someone else is doing this weird harmony with him. It's like, so I'm listening to that, and then I heard the song "Sick as a Dog" off of the previous record called Aerosmith Rocks. I have a point. I know you're thinking that I'm just rambling. I am rambling, but there's a point to my ramble. The point I'm trying to make is that the song Draw the Line and the song Sick as a Dog, to me, is like the same song. I know you're probably thinking, no, they're not. They're different songs. I know they are. But you got to understand what I'm saying. It's like they are so Aerosmith sounding. Because, Aerosmith's got they got like some different, like where they get more jammy, and they got some where they play like a ballad. And then, of course, when we got into like the fucking 90s, then it became crazy, baby. And it was just like crazy. Then it became that. It was like this corporate rock thing, But I'm talking about the 70s. I'm talking about the vintage, the real deal retro OG Aerosmith shit when they were on drugs and Joe Perry like looked cool and he was on stage playing a fucking BC Rich, not a Warlock, because I was in a band before. We played BC Rich Warlocks. It was a BC Rich Bitch. That's the name of it. It's called a Rich Bitch. And he just looked so fucking cool. And then he would have a Stratocaster like he was a gunslinger, like on the other side, but was like hanging down. Not like Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick, where Rick Nielsen's like this goofball who's got like 5 guitars on his thing. No, it's not trying to be a goofball. He's like, I'm a gunslinger. This gun like racks up on, if I got to get rid of this, I got another gun right here. It looked badass. And so those years, Steve Tyler fucking gacked out of his skull, and the other guys, which no one gives a fuck about. I mean, Brad Whitford, you look like a sad dog, dude. And if you're going to look like a dog, you got to be sick as a dog. So it's just, for some reason, the song Sick as a Dog is fucking awesome. Sick as a dog. What's your story? Sick as a dog. Ooh, got your tongue. I'm like, fuck yeah. Definitely going on the fucking playlist. Absolutely. And they're as American as you fucking get. So, okay, so we'll play this game. Sick as a Dog. Yeah. Sweet Emotions, good. Walk This Way. Fuck off, dude. No more. No more. Kicks a living fuck out of fucking, and, okay, so like what, dream on. Yeah, it's a ballad, dude. It's a ballad. It's a good song. It's a classic, but it's a ballad. I mean, when I say in your car, I mean driving fast. And this is coming from a guy who drives like a goddamn girl. A girl who's 90 years old. Like, I don't drive fast. I drive for comfort, not for speed. I don't need to get somewhere. I need to enjoy myself on the way to where I'm going. The car I'm driving right now is not even really the car that I think I should be in. What should I be in? It's got to be a Lincoln Continental. It's got to be a Cadillac. When I hit someone, they're gonna die. I will be fine. You want to have sex? You're doing it in the front fucking seat. The front seat's bigger than the back seat. I had a 1972 Ford Galaxy. My brother's laughing his ass off because he's probably like, I love how John's like saying names, words, car names. I only know like 3 car names in the world, you know? Ford Galaxy, you know? But I did. I owned a fucking Ford Galaxy. I did, you know? And it was 1972. It was as green as Bill Bird, and the fucking front seat was bigger than the goddamn back. And yes, we're talking about ashtrays on the doors. Where have you been? Absolutely. You smoked. You smoked until you were 90. Well, you didn't last until you were 90. But at least when those things, dude. The Ford Galaxy I had was so fucking big. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Like, people are like, cars nowadays are they're so safe. All right, okay, maybe they are. What I'm about to say right now might be flying in the face of logic. Most things that come out of my mouth could be construed as being lies. I'm not a liar, but they could be untrue. So what I'm about to say right now is I personally think I could put my 1972 Ford Galaxy that I got in 1987 up against your fucking gay Trax or Subaru or what the fuck lesbian car my wife drives that's supposed to be so fucking safe for you. I bet if I hit you in that car, you might be saved by uh, a very aggressive cushion of airbags, but I will fuck your car up. Like my fucking 72 Ford Galaxy with 4 fucking doors, not 2, not a long door, not like a Pontiac. See, another word I know. I know what a Pontiac is. Not like a Pontiac. No. 4 fucking doors for you and all your neighbors to get inside and go do a lawn job. When I hit your car is going down. It's going down in a big bad way. Scuff up you like my fucking like there was no paint job on that car, dude. The metal was green. I'm gonna have to find a dude. I'm gonna have to. I know I've done this bit before. I know I've done it. Let's see. 1972 Ford Galaxy. Okay, I think we're gonna. Dude, I found it in one goddamn sentence. This is it. That's it. That is it. Look at that thing. My God, dude. And I'll tell you this, there was no sheen of, like, mine was a flat green. I think it was closer to this. I think this is closer to what I had. And that's like a green. That's been a green sitting out in the sun for 53 years. Okay. So if I hit your car, it's not going to smudge up my paint job. Like, the only thing that will be on my car after I hit you is your blood. This is absolutely it. This is it. This is my old car. Look at that shit. That's what I drove in 1987. Isn't that fucking beautiful? Dude, and I don't know anything about cars. But I know this much. That's a beautiful fucking car. That's for sale. That's for sale from somebody in Ireland. All right, you fucking potato neighbor. But you know what I'm saying. So, old songs by Aerosmith better than 90s Aerosmith. Everybody knows this, okay? Old cars. Will they start in a morning like this here, 19 degrees in lovely southern Michigan? Yeah, no. I mean, I've had it. Yeah, I mean, I jump started many mornings, many mornings. Yeah. So, I mean, they did until they didn't, I've had starters go. Put it this way, and my brother probably knows what this is. I had to uh reinstall. I mean, I didn't, but I had to go buy one. A voltage regulator from the alternator because we had a lot of electrical problems in that car. When I say we, I mean me. And there was this dude who lived down the street on Farnham, and I would just like park it in his driveway, and he would just like, fix things on his off time. I don't know what the hell, but I would just put like some money, like $100 or whatever, in the ashtray, and the car would come out, working for a while. I mean, that in those days, you just like do, what can I do? What's the most minimal amount of work I can do on this goddamn vehicle just so we can go? And I had that kind of mentality for a very long time. Like, I think it's only recently, I think it's only in the last like 4 years that I've finally figured, like, not really. I paid off my car. So the car that I have right now, I completely paid off. So I think I bought it, what, 7 years ago? 7 years ago? Yeah, because I've been living in this house about 7 years. And right when we moved in, because I had a 1996 Toyota Corolla. Dude, this thing was held together with duct tape and zip ties, and I'm not even fucking joking. I could do a whole segment on my old car, which I know you're on the edge of your seat, grabbing the hold of your shaft, going, "Oh my God." And Bill Bird's going, "Oh my God. Dad, it's brutal. Your car talk is brutal. You don't know anything about cars and you're talking about them." I just want to go vroom. I just want to go where I need to go. Okay. All right. Let's get some more. Let's make another drink. And we're going to wrap this up and hit 15 minutes. Yeah. But, so I personally think any way you can be more, um, like a homesteader, living off the land, cook your own food. I mean, we're all like suckling off the teat and being forced to do it. But I just figure, it's like I'm gonna fucking make food, make hot sauce, taste food, drink booze, and I don't drink nearly as much as I used to. Having a good time right now. Thank you very much. But you know, I would think nothing about having Captain and Cokes. And I ain't fucking drinking no Captain and Cokes anymore. I even smell that. I think we had some leftover spiced rum from my wedding from 6 years ago. I think it might be in the back. And there, because we bought a whole bunch of Costco, uh, Kirkland brand booze for my wedding. And we had a lot left over. The thing is that, like, dude, not for nothing. I'm not drinking I'm not drinking spiced rum. I'm not doing it. It's not into it. The grossest thing ever, other than Honey Jaeger. Oh, and there's this disgusting liqueur that my brother has at his house. He's got 2 bottles of it. It's called Bitta. It's like something you would find at an Arabic fucking, Chaldean party store. It's got a naked woman on it. It's the grossest thing I've ever had in my mouth. And if you know anything about me, that's a tall order. But so Bit is disgusting, and Honey Jaeger is gross. Dude, Southern Comfort. There's nothing comforting about that at all. And it makes me hate the South. It's not good. I don't like it. So we got a fucking lot. Oh, okay. We're going to. Okay. So we got a lot of things happening for this year. A lot of things happening. I just want it to not be so cold here. I can't handle it. I want to be able to do garden report. I have to start doing these seedlings inside pretty soon. Like now, like pretty soon. I think if I remember, I started reading that you should start them in March. So here I am thinking, I got a lot of time. No, you don't. It's already the 14th. You got like a couple of weeks. It's time for you to start getting your shit together. This is me having my conversation with myself. And so I'm going to start the jalapenos. I'm going to start the habaneros. I would love to do tomatoes this year, but I think I'm going to have to start. I think I'm going to have to build a greenhouse with plexiglass, right? Yeah, Biddy. Al just wrote Biddy. It's the most grossest thing in the world. It's so gross. But I'm gonna have I'm an asshole. I'm gonna have to fuck. I'm gonna have to make a short of that. And then
Nobody in any upper nothing, you know what I'm saying?
fucking asshole. Ah, no. What I was gonna say is that I'm going to do mostly peppers and herbs are the two biggest things. That's my priority for this year. I would like to do tomatoes. I have a lot of rat problems. I'm going to do everything in my power to kill them in cold blood. I might even get a fucking pellet gun. Start shooting them. Sit in my backyard drinking a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of Tullamore Dew, and just start picking them off. Those bastards. But if I can't do that, I'm going to have to take drastic measures and build, like literally build, like Danny. I'm a veg, Danny, you know, and build like a fucking greenhouse in my backyard. Dude, it's no joke, man. It's no joke. It really sucks. I don't like it. I people that own rats and they think that they're funny, and it's like people that hate people that own pit bulls, and there's a lot of them, you know, and they're like, why, how could you ever own a pit bull? Well, my last dog, the only dog I really loved, was a Staffordshire Terrier. That's a little mini, it was like almost like a mini pit bull. Loved her. If I ever get another dog ever again, it will absolutely be another pit bull, but not like one of these big like, no, these killing machines. They're killing machines anyways, but I don't need that. I don't, I want, you know, companionship and love. Why are you married? Well, I have companionship and love, but I want it in the form of a little tiny Staffordshire Terrier dog, you know? And then, maybe then, if I do it this year, it could help with the rat problem. That'd be pretty awesome. I have my little killing machine living here. Come in. And then they grab onto it. They grab onto it and then just go, and the thing's dead. And then I got to deal with, oh, great, we're going to throw it away. And I got to touch it. Gross. Ugh, gross. But that's a price you pay. DK in the chat says, "Dem rats." It's the worst, dude. It's the worst. Kamala Harris is a big rat. Holy shit, dude. Speaking of ugly black women, I'll leave you with this. This is a perfect way to go out tonight. I'm sorry you showed up late. You might have been watching the whole time, but you're in the chat late. But speaking of ugly fucking black women, okay, let's see. Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. Look at this goddamn picture I just saw today. Tell me what you think of this. God damn it. Dude, this is just like jarring. Look at this fucking picture. Okay. Who looks more like here, let me hold my hand steady. Who looks more like a man? Dude, what the fuck? I mean, at the very least, Big Mike's teeth are fake. At the very least. Like look at those fucking teeth. Look at those eyebrows, dude. That's like the Joker. He looks like the Joker from Jack Nicholson's Joker in 1989 Batman. Like, look, I like eyebrows on women. I like them. I like my favorite eyebrows. My wife's got amazing eyebrows. Sherilyn Fenn from the late 80s going into the 90s when she was on Twin Peaks and all that shit. Her eyebrows were amazing. I love that. I got a fucking soft spot for them. But dude, this is Barack Obama's eyebrows. This is what is. See, I got good eyebrows. I got like Jack Nicholson eyebrows, you know? So hold on for a second. So this is, oh, that's a good look. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm going to do this. Okay. So here's Barack Obama. He looks like this. Oh, I'm here with my wife. Here's Michelle. Here's Big Mike. Here's Michelle Obama. I mean, it's just fuck the fuck right off. Dude. Dude. Just give me a fucking break, dude. I don't even want, dude. Here's another one. What are you thinking when you see that? Do you feel the same way I feel? Where are the titties? She ain't got no titties. He's got bigger titties. Look at the nipple on him. He's got bigger titties than she does. What's going on there? What's going on there? God. Dude, we fucking dodged a bullet. We dodged a bullet. All right. Well, I think we covered everything. We had a great time. It is now 10:27. I think I'll just ride this out for the next 3 minutes, but we dodged a bullet. I feel very good about everything that's happening. It's like, you know, you go through your days where you have like, you know, obviously you have your day-to-day problems, you have, you know, you got to pay bills. You know, my health insurance doubled this year, doubled. You know, it never ends. Every time you turn around, there's something new you got to worry about. And in how many days? In 6 days will be the 1-year anniversary of me suffering a stroke. Did I die? No, I didn't die. You cannot kill me with conventional weapons, you pricks. So I'm going to be here a lot longer than you think I should be. And got a lot of hot sauce to make. So much happening. I have a good day job. We're going to be fucking like just conquering and just destroying and making money. And the weekends are going to be full. I'm not going to have any time to like get discouraged. I'm just going to be well, you know, it's, I personally think if you suffer from any kind of like depression or anything like that, discouragement, it's always better to be busy. And because I've tried both. See it, you know, being depressed it can be fun, you know, sit in bed all day, feel sorry for yourself, watch TV. I've done it. Get super drunk every day, go on a bender that lasts about a week, 2, 3, whatever. Done that too. I've done it. I've done all that shit. But at least when you're busy, at least you have money coming in. So you don't have time to get depressed. And when you finally do have some drinks, like I'm doing right now, by the way, it's a little bit more like, compartmentalized. And you got the time to be like, all right, I'm going to get fucked up tonight. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to do this, So it's like, you're not like, you're not spending a lot of time outdoors in bars. I like to drink at home. I like to drink in my backyard when it's nice. I got a great patio. My brother's got a great place. I'm blessed with knowing cool people. I keep a very close, small circle. I don't go out anymore. I'm not in bands anymore. So it's just like it's a different vibe. Everything's different now. And I like it because I'll tell you this much. You don't want to be like me, like I was back in 2009, and get in your car and drive when you're plowed. I did that so many times. We have Uber now. And if you can't spring for an Uber, how the fuck are you affording going out and drinking? Huh? If you can't afford an Uber, how the fuck can you afford to drink? Like, just don't give me this bullshit, dude. No. You got to budget it in there. Or make this chick fucking, it's like, make her buy, there's always a way out of it. And my way out of it is stay home. You drink from home. And you do a live show called Sauce Talk. That's what you do. Sauce Talk, party time, excellent. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah!
Sauce Talk, hey!
Awesome. DK says, I drink woke junkies on YouTube. Woke junkies. Dude, it's so funny. Fucking Bill Burr, real Bill Burr is a woke junkie. We're going to have to come back to all this. I think I'm going to have to do this every single Friday, but not this, not the first week of May. So you're going to get me every single Friday. We'll do Sauce Talk. If I get a little bit fucking little, and you might get one during the day, like on a Tuesday or whatever the fuck. But when things start really going, you're going to get it on Friday, which works perfectly. The first week in, you know what? Forget everything I just said. I already know what I'm going to do. Okay. I'll just leave you with this. Dude, you think I'm a motherfucker? I have a fucking uncle named Tom. Okay? He's an Uncle Tom. No, he's turning 86 and his balls are so full of swimmers and he's a motherfucker. Like he has got, you think I'm a prick? He's got attitude. So Bill Burr has definitely gone woke. My God, yes. My uncle fucking Tom has not gone woke. He'll drop a any fucking purr. So the point I'm trying to make is that the first weekend in May, I'm not going to be doing it on Friday. However, this is how I'm going to work it. I'm going to do it on Saturday. So there you go. So I'm still going to do fucking Sauce Talk every single motherfucking week. You can't stop me, goddammit. That's it. You're in our secret club. So, all right. I will leave you to think about the song Draw the Line and why it's pretty much the best Aerosmith song ever recorded, ever. Christ, it might even be one of the best goddamn songs of the 70s. March 2nd. That's right. So I will not be here on March 2nd. I will be here on March 3rd. So you better, we're going to figure this out, dude. And as the channel, as it starts getting nice out, you're going to start seeing more get in my belly. We start doing some man on the street things, meaning when I start doing my my hot sauce farmer's market shit, I'm going to be talking to people. You want to be on camera? You want to be blah, 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 blah? Some people may go, I like his hot sauce. Oh, fuck yeah. We'll put that on the fucking goddamn, there's so much more to do. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great year. I can feel it right in my loins. Gilbert. It's going to be a great year, Gilbert. All right, you know what I need? Let's do one more shot. Okay. Just between me and you. One more. Wait. One more. Okay. Because the world has not seen it yet. I mean, give me a fucking break, dude. The only thing I'm going to do differently this year is I don't like this matte. This is flat black. I don't like it. I want it to be glossy. And you can't even really read it. I don't like it. I mean, yeah, you can sort of. Look at that. Okay, so I guess you can. You know what's so fucked up? This camera is better than my eyesight because I'm like, I can't read it. I'm like, I can totally read it now. I love it. I love the logo. Logo's great. Everything's great about it. It's just I want it to be glossy. So if you see it at like Meijer or Kroger or whatever the fuck, that you can see it from far away. I have a feeling you won't be able to see this from far away, which really pisses me off. So that'll be the next thing. That'll be the next thing that I'm fucking looking for right now is a different printer for the stickers that goes on there. All right, I think God just gave us a fucking sign. The second videotape I ran through in my whole thing. It's 10:36. I had a really great time tonight. Thank you for being here for fucking Sauce Talk. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Mega Sauce, hell yeah. Let's watch it one more time. I love the drop. Yeah. Woo!
Sauce Talk, hey!
It's fucking great. All right, I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Sauce Talk, hey!